Welcome back. Well, it is a special Christmas Eve edition of Foodie Friday, and we have a very special guest with us this morning. Joining us live from the North Pole is Mrs. Claus, who's here to share a peach cobbler recipe with us. Good morning, Mrs. Claus.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're really good. We've been tracking your husband. We've got the NORAD tracker up here with us. He's been doing great. He's a busy guy. He's getting to Tokyo right now, apparently.
That's what I've heard. I keep track of him too to make sure that he's okay. But yeah, and I'm thinking we're pretty close to, is it 1 billion or billion? I don't know. We're pretty up there on presents also.
Yeah, almost 1 billion. He is very productive this year. You must be very proud.
Yes, I am very proud of him. So we're just praying that he has a great trip and he makes it back to California and the North Pole.
Definitely. We're so excited to have him here soon. So while you were waiting for him to get back home to the North Pole, I understand that you have a peach cobbler recipe that you make every year and is very popular. Why don't you show us how to put that together while we wait for Santa to make his way?
Sounds good. So the first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 325. And if you can get fresh peaches, that's the best you can do. And then, of course, you put sugar on them. You let them sit so they, juice up. But this time of year, we can't do that. So I get canned peaches. I like Del Monte. They have to be sliced in heavy syrup. I use one large can, which is a 29 ounce. And then I add another small can, which is a 15-ounce can. And you pour those into your 13x9 baking dish. And then I have my sugar and cinnamon. Since I make a lot of these, I have these already pre-mixed. So this is my cinnamon and sugar. You spread that over the top of your peaches that are in your 13x9. Excuse me. And then you get a yellow cake mix. I have a Duncan Hines classic yellow cake mix. It cannot have pudding in the cake mix. It has to be a Duncan Hines. It can be a Pillsbury, but it's a yellow cake mix, no pudding. And that you sprinkle that dry over your peaches. And then here comes the good part, okay? Because everything is better with butter. We take 2 cubes of butter, we melt them in the microwave, and then we spread that over the dry cake mix. And then again, I like cinnamon and sugar, so we have to add some more cinnamon and sugar over the top. And then you stick it in your oven for 325. You bake it for about an hour or till it's very pretty and nice and golden on top.
Wow, I did not know that the butter was the key, but that sounds absolutely delicious.
Yeah, butter is always better on everything.
Butter is always better. Or go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I use real butter. I don't use margarine.
Okay, good to know. Got to do the real deal.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that recipe with us. We have a little bit of time left, so I do want to ask you, obviously there's the peach cobbler, but obviously, Christmas Eve is when Santa goes around and gets to have a lot of cookies. Is there a certain kind of cookie that might be his favorite that people should know about for tonight?
Definitely. And he asks a lot of the kids this when we get to do visits. Chocolate chip is his favorite.
Okay.
He also likes the sugar cookies with frosting, but chocolate chip is his number one. And he likes milk. And he says you can leave carrots for the reindeer, or if you have magical oats, that helps the reindeer get through the world.
Great. Good to know. Well, thank you so much for sharing that recipe and those insider tips for us for tonight. Thank you again for joining us, Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. You guys have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
You too.
We will see you next year.